Hello and welcome back to this episode of the Classically Urban Podcast. Yes, you actually do hear me. This is OG Philly G. I am back. It's been a minute.
Yeah.
We're joined by Enring Gryphos, resident streamer and gamer. Catch me on Fridays and Saturdays.
You can't be joined by yourself.
I'm joined by...
This is Caleb.
I stream sometimes.
That's Caleb right there. I'm George.
I don't even know who I am anymore.
Who am I?
You can find us every Tuesday night at 8 p.m.
Yeah.
On YouTube.
On Comedy Central.
No.
We're not.
We
that.
wish.
No.
Not yet.
No, we're there.
One day.
It's the only reason we don't get views because Comedy Central is dead.
No, they're not.
Shh, they're dead now. I just killed them with all my clout.
So what do we have to talk about this week? I've got something. It's quick. It's a quick one, just to kind of start us off.
Yeah, we can start with you, bud.
Okay, when you're drag racing, don't race towards a solid object.
Use brakes.
Yeah, use your brakes. Last night we had somebody drive directly into the side of a building because they forgot to stop.
What kind of car were they driving? Was it a nice one?
It was like a 2006 BMW.
Ooh.
Yeah.
All the
Shit.
Funny enough, if I remember correctly, when that car pulled into the parking lot, one of the first things you said, "Wow, that car looks really fast."
Yeah, that is the first thing I said.
Yeah.
It was plasti dipped like a matte gray. It was done all right. Like it looked nice. It had like a little bit of a pearl in it. So I'm like, yeah, oh, that car looks so fast. And then he went to race. So they raced down the street and then they raced back and we're all sitting there, Honda Civic Si, and he lost.
Wow. He lost.
So
Wow.
So we watched them race away, and then all of a sudden they come flying back, and we're like, what the fuck? And we're looking at the BMW like, are you gonna stop? And then you see his brake lights turn on, but he's not really slowing down.
Oh, no.
And then you see the brake lights go off, and then you can see him hit the brakes again. Like, you could tell he stomped it because the car just started sliding. He jerks the wheel to the right, jumps the curb, goes over a sidewalk, and takes out a brick wall or a concrete wall.
Holy
Yeah.
hell. So were his brakes, like, faulty or something?
No, the
No,
brain
he's
was
just an
faulty.
idiot.
Oh.
The brain was faulty.
Yeah, dumbass.
Yikes. That is insane. Was anybody hurt?
No, not even him, thankfully.
Yeah.
Thank goodness.
Yeah, Jesus.
Yeah, that's a surprising thing to hear you say.
What?
Usually when it comes to stupid people, you have been like, no, not even him, unfortunately.
Eh.
Oh,
I
that's
don't know.
uncharacteristically nice of you, bud.
I don't know. Maybe so we can live with the shame
Not feeling too savage
and everyone
today?
else. Maybe, I don't know.
So what else are we going to talk about this week?
Racism.
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 Oh, that's always a
What
fun
about
topic.
racism?
What about it? Caleb, you had something?
Side note, we're missing baby Ice Cube today. We didn't cover that in the intro, but we
Yeah,
figured y'all could
he
see.
may or may not have gotten arrested last night. We don't know yet.
Yeah, no, he was absolutely in jail.
Yeah.
Something about kids in a van, I don't know.
So like and subscribe so we can raise up enough money to bail him out. That'd be
We
great.
need bail.
Like and subscribe so we can raise up enough money to pay for my fucking hospital bill.
Okay.
That's a thing,
but-
too.
Yep.
Your bill or your doggo's bill?
Both.
Oh, fuck, man. Well,
Bitches.
Do you want to provide context
No.
after screaming into the mic?
Start a GoFundMe.
He actually didn't scream, George. We're good.
GoFundMe, Cody.
go fund your mama's favorite stripper.
No,
Is that
side
what it
hoe.
is? Side hoe.
Caleb, get it right. He's on a...
What?
He has
He-
class.
Oh.
He's a hooer.
Hooer.
Old Cody over here is a two-timing whore. All right, that's so no talking about your week then.
No.
All right,
Okay.
Caleb.
Well,
Dan
yeah.
Harmon.
I have. Yeah. Thanks for. What's that staticky noise?
Your week is not important to me.
That was Cody.
Yeah.
Talking about my week, you doofus.
What is important to you, Cody?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
Cody is actually a warthog. You just
Cody's
you
actually-
never get to see him.
Yeah.
Cody's actually a car from NASCAR. See what it is? He has sponsorships all over him. He's got flames on his shoes.
No, he's just flaming in general.
Oh,
He's the Flash. Sponsored by Vans.
and
Hold on. No, you know what?
Mm.
We gonna leave that for
Oh.
later. We gonna leave that
Oh
for later.
no.
Fucking call me the flaming one. Want to be in a fucking shirtless, cut off hoodie on the news. I'm the flaming one.
We can like totally link
Okay.
that. I was on the news one time, guys. Some fuckers were paintballing my car.
Wearing a stupid outfit.
You know, it was just like a fucking tank top hoodie type thing. It was a hot day, and I was like, I'm not feeling like fucking getting all dressed. I'm pretty sure I was playing video games at the time, and they like knocked on my door, and they were like, "Hey, can we interview you?" And I was like, sure."
What?
To add context, this was just before I moved out of my college town in Terre Haute.
The Dirty Hote.
Yeah, the Dirty Haute. Terre Haute, it's this awesome little town, and thanks for that, by the way.
Party foul.
Bang on the table.
Party foul.
Wow.
Party foul.
Everything's going to
Party
hell
foul.
right now.
Suck my
Jesus
dick.
Christ.
Dumbass. It's my. Never mind.
What?
I was about to say I didn't see my light light up. Then I saw it light up.
That's
Toggle
because I
mute.
actually have the gain set properly.
All right.
Right, anyhow, back before I left Terre Haute, there were these people in my neighborhood that were just going around just fucking Grand Theft Auto shooting people's cars with paintball guns. I actually heard that after a while they started
Did you
just...
tell the story on the podcast?
Yeah.
already?
I don't recall.
No, I
Pretty
don't
sure it
think
was the
so.
last week I was on there,
No.
Pretty sure you
no.
or the week
I think it
before.
was the first week Kill was on.
It might have been,
Mayhaps.
but we have covered it.
Okay, that's solid. That's when I was
So
wearing
it's
my...
not important.
That's when I was wearing my tank top hoodie that everybody's hating on. It was a stylish fucking hoodie, and
No, it is
One
not.
person's hating
if
on.
you look up Terre Haute and
Stupid.
paintball guns, you can find it, and I
He
look
was dressed like a
amazing.
black person in California trying to be a hipster.
in Terre Haute, which is
As
why
a
it looks so
college
out of
student.
place.
Like
Yeah.
black people, that is.
Yeah. No. Fuck 'em.
Whoa.
Whoa, what?
Whoa.
Whoa.
Does,
Wait.
does that segue into what George wanted to talk about?
No.
Yeah,
I was just
racism.
fucking with everybody.
Okay.
Oh, I
I
thought
was
you
just.
actually had it.
I thought you actually had something.
No.
Okay, so
All right, if we're
Caleb.
done hating on my fashion, we can talk about actual news. Dan
Breaking news.
That's
Caleb
like-
called the way he dressed fashionable.
boy.
Oh my God.
Earlier this week,
You're wearing
there-
a Galaxy tank top with a striped hoodie.
Okay,
Because he's
It
out of
even
this
has a
world, Cody.
pocket.
frockets are useful as hell.
Frockets.
Frockets, front pockets.
Definitely gay.
No, man.
Call it a breast pocket.
It's
No,
called a-
they're called frockets.
It's
Call
called
it
a.
a breast pocket.
No,
It's
ask
literally
any fr-
just a pocket.
Ask a fraternity guy. They call it frockets.
Oh yeah, I'm
Don't
gonna ask a
take
frat
advice
boy
from frat
about what
boys.
fashion terms are.
Yeah.
No.
No.
These are the same people who hung up a picture of a pope and called him the brope.
That
Okay,
was
excuse
at
me,
the
that was-
Vatican, our party house. All right.
That was actually important.
And that's not representative for all fraternities, and my fraternity will not take responsibility for our actions.
This is a challenge for fraternities across the nation.
We acted
Please prove
individually.
me wrong that you're fashionable because you're not.
Don't worry. I'm just gonna wear my.
Can we
What are they? My boat shoes and my short sleeve polos, and we're gonna call it a day.
can
Yeah,
we
the
at
shorts.
this boy's like Instagram or some shit so y'all can just go in here and like flame him, just like light him up. You-
Cody's?
At,
Yeah,
at,
Cody.
at,
I
at,
have one picture of
Yeah, he
myself
does.
on there, and it's an amazing outfit. It's the outfit I'm wearing.
is
right
it the
now.
one you? It's not the one you eating the chicken.
No, it's
You
gone.
you hid that one.
What? You took that one down?
That was your most popular picture. Why would you do that? The world needs to see.
You are eating chicken.
It's still
Yeah.
there. It's just archived. I can let it.
Okay.
I can release it whenever. I
Release
want.
it.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Right.
Yeah.
Oh. No, yeah, that's the only picture of me on there.
Yeah. Is it the one where you look really badass, but I know what you're actually doing, so it's not as...
Yeah,
Yeah.
He looks like the angel of death coming to suck someone's soul out.
but really, I was
Yeah,
pointing
sucking.
at Caleb, telling him to suck my soul out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
Dan
you can
Harmon.
look it up all you want.
Okay, so
Sure.
Dan Harmon.
You can't.
Dan Harmon.
Okay, so earlier this week there were a bunch of stories about Dan Harmon. It was leaked a pilot that he made in
Was it a
2009.
Rick and Morty pilot?
No, it was for a show he had called Dexter. And essentially, in it, he plays a character who simulates raping a baby on a doll of a baby. So he doesn't actually rape any babies, but the content in the audio for the clip is really disturbing. Like, actually has like baby crying and
Well, I'd imagine
Yeah,
so.
it was pretty rough. But
So is it like a game like Baby Rape VR or?
no, like he actually just goes down, takes down his pants, bare ass, and like straddles this doll, and
Talk
you
on the
see him.
mic.
Like,
He is.
You're
fuck are
a
you
bit far away.
No, George, we can hear him.
All right.
just because I'm not deep throwing the mic like you doesn't mean they can't hear me.
Yeah. My audio's never fucked up.
Okay. Anyway,
It's false to be blown out.
It's not his fault. It's the mic and it's the person exporting the audio. It has nothing to do with Caleb.
Shots fired.
Fuck you, baby Ice Cube.
Yep, fuck you.
Just kidding, we all love you, but you
We'll
suck
bail
at
you
your
out
job.
anyway.
Yeah. Donate to us. So, yeah, he actually deleted the pilot, and he took to Twitter and apologized. But earlier Monday, this past week, the video resurfaced, and basically a bunch of people were like, holy shit, this is super fucked up, and ignored the fact that he already admitted that, yes, it is super fucked up. I should not have released that. So he deleted his Twitter account earlier this week, and yeah, it was this huge deal.
So if you apologize for a joke, does that mean you meant it and it wasn't a joke?
No. First of all, you shouldn't have to apologize for a joke.
Aren't jokes supposed to be crude? Sometimes they're crude humor and offensive.
They can be. And A, it's a joke. B,
When you admit it's gone too far, you've
Yeah.
already gone and said, yeah, that was fucked up. I shouldn't have said it.
and I'm going to take the same route I take with stand-up comedy. It's a form of art. It's a performance. No one looked at that as if it was serious. And if they did, they're the issue, not the creator or the content.
Still, it was very disturbing. So, even
I
if
laughed.
it was in
Just gonna
comedy-
say the picture they have on the top of this article. He looks like a semi-rapey Santa.
Oh, that's just Dan Harmon.
I think it's a pretty majestic fucking
Dan
just
Harmon.
Yeah.
eagle spread out pose.
He's
type
like an
thing.
old retired wizard that just doesn't know what to do with himself anymore.
If
Hips-
Colonel Sanders ate too much KFC.
hipster Gandalf.
Yeah, pretty much.
But basically, yeah, I forget who it was that brought it up, but another person who he worked with, a gal named Megan Gans. She was a show writer for a Community, and he also got flack because he was just absolutely rude and hostile towards her when she worked on it, which he also apologized for. So it's not like he's just ignoring these things. He does, but at the same time, is an apology enough?
Yep.
I think that's up to the person.
It depends on the action.
Yeah.
You can't rape somebody and say, I'm sorry, and it be enough.
Why not?
Yeah.
Okay, Brock.
Every time,
Were
every time I apologize to Cody, he's all right with it.
Were you able to justify murder or rape? I forget.
It was rape.
Awesome.
I meant to say murder, but I was on such a long
Rape.
rant
Yeah.
about Genghis Khan raping. My brain was stuck.
He's on a real rape tear.
Yeah, rape. Rape.
Yeah, we can definitely send you that pilot. You might like it. I'm just
I
kidding.
already thought it was funny.
Um,
The idea was
yeah,
funny.
so basically, I'm gonna give
It was
context to this.
clearly,
I don't
just
think
over the top.
I don't think I actually said this on podcast. I went
No.
over it briefly beforehand, but the reason that he raped the baby was because somehow he knew that the baby was going to grow up to be a Nazi, and I guess raping the future Nazi baby was going to prevent him from becoming a Nazi. And at the end, he's having this super deep sounding, insightful monologue that there's no way for him to know how many babies are going to grow up to become Nazis, so he has to rape them all.
Yeah.
Which is very Rick and Morty, it's Dan Harmon
Yeah.
humor. That's what he does.
That's why I feel like he shouldn't have
Yeah.
apologized, because it's
That's obviously
yeah.
a stupid premise.
I
Yeah.
mean,
and
I
people are
haven't.
taking it seriously just to bitch.
Yeah,
Yeah.
entirely satire, but it's just
That's my favorite type of comedy is satire.
If
It's that silly bullshit.
if there wasn't that scene with the this grown man just ass to the sky, just humping a baby doll while it was just kind of cringy to
a
watch.
baby doll.
Yes.
So no real babies were harmed in the
No real
making.
babies were fucked in the making of the video, but
So was this an animated video or was it
it
a
was
real video?
real legit.
So it was actually
Live
a video
action.
of him.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes, and that's
Okay.
why it's hard. It was fucking hard to watch.
So it's even less stupid because obviously he's not humping a real baby.
I thought this was animated.
No,
He did
Makes it a little
he did
different.
one of those.
It was kind of rough
budget.
to watch.
Yeah, it's a
He did
little-
one of those very budget pilot videos. He did with his handheld or his cell phone camera or something.
That's rough.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying it was a little bit hard to watch. If you just get the opening and then the ending monologue, you're oh hey, that was kind of funny, but just watching him
So you could,
actual person actually humping baby doll while it's making baby getting fucked noises and baby crying noises.
How do you know what a baby sounds like when it gets fucked, Caleb?
I can play the audio for the video if you'd like.
Is that it?
No, I don't know.
Sounds
play
like
the
one
audio.
of those fainting goats.
No, we're not playing.
No,
Let's play the
we're
audio.
not. Nope.
No. Look it up if you want. You can probably find it with the short search on Google, but I believe it is called.
Dan Harmon humps a baby.
Right.
Yeah, you can type that in and it'll come up. I think it was like Dylan or Dexter is the name. A short by Dan Harmon. Huh?
Top 5 rappers and they're all Dylon.
Yeah, but yeah,
Yes.
it's an interesting way to start the week. It was kind of rough to watch.
Okay. What else happened this week?
You guys got anything?
I'm
Nothing
trying
really.
to think of anything that happened in the.
Trump, apparently, that what's called Trump's lawyer, Michael Cohen, has been recorded several meetings between him and Trump. Nothing like legally bad. It's just A, that's a morally bad move, and B, apparently Trump had a affair with another person and paid them hush money.
See,
Isn't
but
anybody
by
surprised?
his lawyer releasing that, isn't that breach of like attorney-client privilege?
I don't know the legality behind that move, but everyone's saying like, "Oh my God, Trump should be impeached. He said this on the tape." It's like nothing.
Well, they've
on
been
there.
saying that ever since he got elected.
Well, Phil,
It's nothing new.
they're not going to stop now.
I know.
It's just there's nothing even legally like, on it. So yeah, that's about all that happened politically this week.
Well, in music news,
Yes.
Rich the Kid is a rapper from Atlanta.
He sounds wealthy. Does he make a lot of money?
He made the song "Plug Walk."
I don't know what that
That's
is.
a good song.
Plug Walk.
Is it like you're walking with the butt plug in?
I don't even understand how the fuck my plug talk.
Oh, like the person that provides your drugs.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you've at least heard the song once, especially if you went out on Friday night.
Hold on, what's his other one?
I don't know if I've heard that.
Oh,
song.
New Freezer with Kendrick Lamar. New Freezer.
I might recognize these songs if I heard them.
Do.
Isn't the purpose of being a plug to be like as inconspicuous and thus not
No,
identifiable
the
as a
purpose of
plug
being
as
a plug
possible?
is to sell drugs.
Yeah, but you don't want people to know you're the plugs because then people.
Then you have no customers.
Yeah.
But then you get picked out. Like people will be like, "Oh, hey."
You have to be public, but not public at the same time.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Don't plugs want to be like down low, but still like known in their circles?
You keep it in your side chick's ass, and then you.
It's an art.
Yeah, it sounds like a rough thing to balance, but kind of cool.
It's an art, except for when you deal to really stupid people and you take payments through Venmo and they put really stupid emojis as to why they paid you.
That's pretty rough.
Personal experience, yeah.
Oof.
Once was the goods.
The good middle
I
schoolers then.
received over, I think it was like $100. I think I received a $180 payment for quote the goods, and I was like, yeah. There was another time it's at friendship, and I was like, yeah, okay, I'll take
Okay,
that.
see
I'll take
that's
that one.
yeah,
That's
that,
kind
Well,
of
that's
see-
a good cover.
Katie, isn't your brother the one? So okay, so when you're on Venmo, if you have friends on Venmo, you can see like what people paid for.
yeah.
And I forget who it was, but somebody on my friends list, they were paying for like the electric bill,
Yeah,
and it
Kaysen.
said butt sex.
It's
Yeah,
probably Kaysen.
Probably.
I'd put in something like that favor in parentheses with a winky face.
Anyway, Rich the Kid has a pair of shoes with Adidas. That's Future. That's Future.
That's a funny song. I like the
That's
way it
Future.
is.
Different rapper.
Mm.
Get cultured, bitch. Not all black people look the same. Anyway, he has a new sneaker with Adidas.
Does it look cool?
It's pretty cool. Cool thing about it is,
Uh-huh.
it comes with a playlist in the shoe.
What?
So does the shoe have a speaker in it, or
So
like how's this
Adidas
work?
Speed Factory. That's the name of like the shoe line. I guess like the model of the shoe. First of its kind to have an NFC chip enabling the owner to access a Spotify playlist curated by me, Rich the Kid.
That's so cool.
Yeah, so you just tap it on the back of your phone and you get a Spotify
I kind
playlist
of
that
want a
Rich the
pair of
Kid
these
made.
shoes now.
It's pretty cool. And the shoes they're really not bad looking. They kind of look like your basic Adidas runners, but they have like, here, I'll show you the picture.
Okay. Yeah.
I'd
That's not
wear
bad.
those.
But it has an NFC chip built into it, and you tap it on your phone, you get a Spotify playlist that he made.
NFC chips are really cool.
That's really I just think that's cool because not you see the shoes like if you know shoes like oh those are Rich the Kid shoes, but like he gave you a little something else to know like hey look at this playlist I made and
Would-
only you can have it.
I mean, would your friends be able to be like, "Hey, man, can I bop my phone to your shoe?" And you're like, "Yeah, man, I got you." Come
Maybe
here."
yeah. But I just like I thought that was
I
pretty
think
cool.
that's
When
that's
I-
some witchcraft.
When you said there was like a playlist in the shoes, I thought that like you actually have your own theme music when you're like just going around like.
I
and it's
imagine
gonna
Plug
give it to
Walk
you.
is the first song on the playlist. So when you're wearing his shoes, you do the Plug Walk.
Well, I'd hope so, or else he's doing it wrong.
That's cool.
Okay, jumping from
Plug
shoes
walk.
with NFC to NFC. Have you guys seen the video where the store attendant walks up to a customer with the card scanner and literally just like gets really close to his back pocket and it accepts the payment? Because he's got like the fast pay.
Did the person
Oh,
pickpocket him
shit.
or pick charge
No.
him?
Yeah, pretty much. Like
That's
so
why my
if
grandma
he walked
got me
within
one
like
of
a
those.
foot of this guy's back pocket and it was close enough to register that the dude's card was there.
But you didn't do it on purpose. It wasn't like malicious.
Well, no, he did it to just show you, like, hey,
Oh.
this could happen if you have this. Be careful.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
That's scary.
but he charged him like $60 for like a bunch of the Tornados at the gas station.
That's
Um,
insane.
Boot Gang also got shot.
Who's that? Is that a
Boot-
single person or is that a group of people?
But he's one guy. Well, his name he goes by Boonk, but his rise to fame was on Instagram.
He would steal shit and shop boot gang.
Yeah, he would film himself like going into places and like running off with their shit. So it started off his very first video was at Popeyes. He hops the counter and makes his own box of chicken and biscuits and then walks out.
Does he go back to then pay for it?
No.
What?
Yeah.
That's horrible. He
Why?
got shot?
It's Popeyes. Anyway,
Yeah, but stealing's bad, guys.
whatever. And then it just like he got more and more views and he kept doing it. Like there was one video where he went and got a tattoo and he's talking to them. He's like, "Oh yeah, this is hard. Here, let me go out to my car real quick. Let me go outside. I gotta see it in the light." And then he fucking dips.
Doesn't he always shout a
And
whole
he
lot
shouts,
of gang shit?
yeah, whole lot of gang shit. Boom gang, whole lot of gang shit. He then started rapping. I'm not gonna comment on how I feel about his rapping abilities. But he recently got shot. He got shot 2 times in the leg. It was on Instagram Live and
So-
showing it off.
Probably not going to be running away from places anytime soon.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Yeah, he was on.
Was he trying to steal from someone? Or just-
No, he's trying to be like a rapper now, so he's not like doing his fuckery. Same dude though, Boot Gang. So there's another podcast. Shout out No Jumper. Shout out No Jumper.
Shout out No Jumper. You guys
No
should
Jumper, coolest
smash-
podcast in the world.
Is it-
smash that
I thought it was the
license.
Classic Rhythm podcast.
That's his catchphrase. That's
Oh.
how he starts every Adam 22. That's how he starts it.
Okay, never mind.
No Jumper, coolest podcast in the world, and it caught on. Anyway, he had Boonk on the podcast, and Boonk was belligerently drunk. And Adam 22, the dude who runs the podcast, kept saying like, "I think we should not do this," and Boonk insisted. And then Boonk almost puked on him. And then at the end of the interview, he stands up and passes out and runs into, and falls into the wall.
Solid.
That's how belligerent he was. And then like a couple days after, he gets shot. So he's not having a good week. Shout out to Boom Gang.
Yeah,
you get
karma
better.
catching up with you.
Yeah, pretty much.
When you get famous for stealing shit.
That was his reasoning for continuing the interview. He was like, Boom Gang is known for doing a lot of crazy shit, so I'm going to do this. He said that while hiccuping and slurring his words. It's pretty great.
He said Boot Gang is known for he's an idiot.
Hmm.
Referring to himself
It's Boom Gang.
in the third person, first of all, and then second as your straight name.
Yeah.
No, it's smart to refer to yourself as your street name so you don't get found out, and then people you know.
It's not that hard to find a rapper's real name.
Oh,
You just Google it.
true.
I mean, yeah. I'm trying to think what else happened in
Hip hop
Music.
culture.
Tekashi 6ix9ine released a new song last Sunday.
Is that the song's name, or was it released
No,
last
it was,
Sunday?
it was released last Sunday. And it was just smashing the charts within like a few days of it coming
Smashing.
out. It's as of right now, it's sitting #1 on every single music streaming website: Spotify, Apple Music, Google Play, maybe Amazon Music. I don't know, but yeah, he's #1 on every music streaming. The video right now because that's one of Takashi's little things is he'll release songs with the video. Like that's how they come out.
Music videos every time.
The video is currently sitting at 70 million views within a week of being up. So yeah, Tekashi is officially 8 for 8. He's released 8 singles, all of them hitting #1, and they're all like
Bangers.
They're bangers, yeah.
I'm happy for him. That's always good to hear about somebody succeeding. Yeah.
It depends on what they're succeeding at.
Yeah. Yeah, so, you know.
Yeah.
Oh. I have like some game-related news, but I don't know if we're like.
None of us like
saying
games,
that.
Caleb, at all.
Yeah, I don't know if like that's concept that we.
No, that's
Real quick, because this can kind of segue
Oh.
into yours.
yeah.
Yeah.
Did you see that new Fallout trailer?
Which one?
Oh.
Fallout Miami. Oh, that's a mod.
I know.
I know.
It fucked
Still
me up.
amazing.
It was the best trailer for a mod ever. It literally looked like a new game. It was crazy.
There's this mod that turns Skyrim into a new game. Like
Oblivion?
No, I think it was Skyrim, and it just like completely rehashes the story, adds a bunch of mechanics, makes it like survival. It seemed pretty cool.
Yeah, they're working on Skyblivion and Skywind right now.
I think
Yeah.
that might have been one.
Skywind, it's
Yeah.
basically Morrowind running on the Skyrim engine,
Yeah.
which I'm gonna get.
Yeah, I would love that because I told you about this. The only reason I didn't play Morrowind or Oblivion is I couldn't get into the
You should
mechanics.
still try and play Oblivion. It's so good.
I'm not going to deny that at all.
It's just so good.
Okay. So
Wait, didn't you say you couldn't play Oblivion either because it's old?
And I just know that I like complex games. Don't get me wrong. Skyrim was nice because it was very
Simple.
what's it called? Casual friendly
Yeah.
for people just getting into the series. It's a great start. But at the
Which
same
is
time,
why it did so well as it did.
Yeah.
it was incredibly accessible.
Blew Oblivion out the water.
Hmm.
And I know that I'd probably enjoy Oblivion, but that's a time sink, and I have so many fucking games I need to play. Like
Yeah.
it's not even funny. So that's the big thing.
You should
that's
get God of
upsetting
War,
me.
by the way.
So good. Sorry for blowing into the mic. That probably sounded horrible, but
So good.
I know it looks amazing.
you don't- do you
the
know the
combat
ending?
system? I do.
Ah,
I mean,
best reveal ever. So cool.
It was
What,
pretty
the
dope.
ending?
Yeah,
Yeah, been known then.
it's such a good
Okay.
ending.
So since we got into the games topic, and this is kind of a game,
Wow.
fun game,
Yep.
no, long game, not WoW.
Oh,
There is actually a new podcast starting up locally here in Indianapolis, centered around D&D.
oh.
So I don't know the name. I'll have to go back into the Facebook group I'm in to like just find the name and see when they're actually starting up and when they're going to start rolling stuff out. But it sounds like it's going to be a good one to listen to. And Caleb, what did you want to talk about?
Well, I have a
We should
couple
try
of
to get
things.
guest spots on there. On the D&D podcast Phil was talking about, we should try
Stay
to
in character the whole time. No.
See, I don't understand why would no.
No lives.
I wonder if we'd like roll new characters for it because I have like a bunch of characters I've been wanting to try.
Yeah,
out.
same.
Like there's this one Warforged.
George has like lists of characters. That
I
he
got
wants to try.
5.
That's a list.
Yeah, that's a list. That's enough to count on one whole hand.
Yeah, that's not horrible. Yeah, acting like I got like 10. It's double.
Just came up with Noel, like
Yeah.
off the rip.
This is pretty great. Then you came up with the name 3 freaking sessions in.
Well,
Yeah.
George came up with a name.
Yeah. That's the second
I was just
person
gonna
in
run.
our-
I was just
yeah.
gonna run with he doesn't have a name and just refers to himself as Noel.
Yeah,
But then tells everyone he has a name but won't tell him because everyone just assumes his name's Noel.
yeah.
And then he gets frustrated when people call him Noel, so he won't tell them their actual name. I was gonna run with that for a while,
Yeah.
but then you were like, "Name Tefcat." I was like, "Yeah, it's pretty funny. We'll
Yeah.
go with that."
The artist formerly
I also
known as
named
Noel.
Cody's. Not Cody's. Brandon's character.
What, Felix?
Yeah, Felix.
Wow.
Yeah, he showed up with no name. I'm like, all right, fucking Felix. Here you go.
The cat man is Felix.
Yeah.
Disappointed in you.
Yeah, it's literally
Should have named him
5.
something cute like
Swivels?
Thunder Pussy or
Thunder.
Dr. Balls.
Oh,
He
actually,
literally could have just been Puss in Boots.
motherfucker. I
Could have
feel
been
like-
us.
Yeah.
A cat monk that wears nothing but boots.
Yes.
His dick just flopping all over the places he fights people.
He has
Not
2
have
tails.
penis.
Oh no. One actually, I came up with one more character. Cody, this is more for you. Anything else? Cleric named Steve Toothpaste. Dr. Steve Toothpaste.
Oh my god.
Grief.
Yep.
A cleric.
Yeah, healer.
Yeah.
He finally gets to be a doctor, Cody. He's not just a dentist.
The defining piece of his outfit should be a crest.
Yo,
that he
that's funny
wears.
you say that. You said he gets to be a doctor, not a dentist. I was just watching Brooklyn Nine-Nine the other day, and they had this dude in the interrogation room. He's a dentist, and his colleague him and his colleague owned this practice together, and his colleague was murdered, and they were trying to get him to do it. And the way they got him to crack was basically insulting him being a dentist and calling him not a real doctor.
Oh.
And he's like, and they were like, if you're on a plane and someone says, I need a doctor, you don't stand up and be like, I have a PhD in fruit flies.
Anyway,
Is that a shout out to our freshman science teacher? Hey.
Anyway.
Yeah, he wanted people to refer to him as doctor.
Oh,
Because
fuck
he
that
had a
guy.
PhD in fruit flies. The study of fruit flies. He went to school for an extra 4 years for that.
I'm
Fruit
not
flies
even.
have a lifespan of 48 hours.
He studied them for 4 years. 4 fucking... What? What?
The giant has been
We were
watching
just
us
talking about
for
this
4
at work.
generations now.
We were just talking about this at work, how people go to college for the dumbest fucking degrees.
I think for
Yes.
PhDs though, you have to find like a specific thing to study, but while you study that specific thing to write your thesis on, you
So
still are learning
it's a
the
fruit
fuck
fly.
Well, no, I think he learned about like the etymology of animal or insects.
Etymology?
Yes, that's their
Isn't that a
body
breakdown of a word?
structures.
Yeah, that's the breakdown of a word.
Um,
Biology, I think. you're
Biology.
saying? There you go.
I
Thank
was
you.
like, etymology. I was like, that's words.
Our word's good.
Thanks. The biology of insects and like how they
But
function
fruit
and shit
flies.
like that. And he wrote his thesis on fruit flies, but he's probably an expert when it comes to insects in general.
Is a fruit fly an
He's still an
insect?
idiot.
Yeah, he's
Yes.
still. That's
Or
a
is it,
pretty shitty thing to write a thesis on.
Something
I'd
else.
do something more
It's
interesting.
definitely not an arachnid.
I know there's other classes though. What are
What?
the other
We're talking about
insects and arachnids and what are
There's
scorpions? They're not
insects,
arachnids.
arachnids.
No, they're
There's-
also arachnids.
I thought
They
they
are.
had a special. There's a certain name for scorpions.
No, scorpions actually fall under arachnids.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Anyway, Caleb, I'm sorry I interrupted you.
Well, you're totally good.
So, what were you discussing about game news?
So there are two major things that dropped this past week, 2 weeks, that period. The one that was most recent was a major content update for No Man's Sky.
Oh, I saw that. I
Okay.
heard like
That
they're
looked
getting
really
their player
good.
base back by like a bunch.
Yeah.
They put in multiplayer and
Oh,
they
is it real this
rehashed-
time?
Yeah, it's real this time. They rehashed a bunch of stuff, and I believe I can't quite recall
Added
where,
a
but
story?
there was a website that had a really good deal on No Man's Sky, so they were trying to get people to get into it by lowering the price, making it more
Right.
accessible.
I mean, yeah, if it's not like $8 or $5, I'm not buying it.
you probably won't get it less than like $20, but still, that's
I
pretty-
can suck
No.
my balls.
No.
They got some brass balls to want to be like, hey, we finally fixed the game, buy it for full price again.
It's not even been like
Wasn't-
a
it wasn't-
year. It's been multiple years.
Well, wasn't the game what $40 when it came out?
I think it was
It was a
$60.
full
It was a
60.
full game.
Oh shit, that makes it so much worse. Yeah, I'm not spending $20 on that.
Yeah,
No, I'm not doing that
basically,
just because,
what a lot of publishers will do is they'll have like this big update like a year into the game's lifespan.
Destiny.
Yes, or even
Oh, that's like every 3 months.
even For Honor, if you follow that one.
Yeah, the
where
player
basi-
base is dead now.
Well, they had this
Can't even
huge
find a game.
update. Do you play on PC or console?
Well, no, my old
PC is a
roommate
lot more active.
bought it, and I told him not to get it because the player base was shit, and
Yeah, I wouldn't play it on anything other than
he
PC.
traded it in the next day.
For the
Shout
grace
out to
for the
Nevin.
might of our Lord.
But yeah, For Honor had like a big thing where they reworked like Glory and all this other stuff, and now it's like a pretty fun game. But the thing is, it's not that these games are needing the major content updates to make them playable. It's that they're being released too early, and that's because in the grand scheme of things, games nowadays are a lot more substantial than games back in the day, but people are still expecting people to release games as if it were back in the day, which is why they're like, if you don't release a new game every 2 years, I'm going to get super pissy. And that's how you get sequels like Destiny 2, where they're like, oh yeah, you don't think so?
Well, that's
I
why
think that-
Call of Duty went to their whole 2 studios, and each one
Yeah.
releases a game every other year.
And then the quality of their games went down. Nintendo says, fuck you, we're going to release our games when we're ready for it, and that's why Nintendo games always hold their value really well.
True.
I think that's. I just don't understand that train of thought because they know how mad people get when the game is shit when it comes out.
That's why Kingdom Hearts took like a decade, more than a decade, for them to release Kingdom Hearts 3. They've been working on that game
Or
for
because
almost
it's
10
whack
years.
and doesn't have a lot of money. Anyway,
They've
moving on.
released a bunch of spin-off games.
Fuck
for
that
Kingdom
game.
Hearts, though. I'm excited for it. Kingdom Hearts 3
I don't
looks
want to go on an
amazing.
action adventure with Goofy. It's stupid.
It's
What?
so cool.
A Final Fantasy style action adventure at that.
It plays a bit differently. Like closest Final Fantasy that plays to it would be like Final Fantasy 15.
I hate Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy.
You ever seen that?
It's pretty
I
solid.
hate Final Fantasy, and I
Stable
refuse to
fantasy.
go on an action adventure with Goofy.
You ever seen that?
Keep him in the Goofy movie when he was a dad, following his son to college because he didn't want to be separated, because he raised that boy by himself because they didn't have a mother.
You ever see that Evanescence
Goofy movie.
Vine with Goofy singing the
Woo!
song?
Goofy movie, 2000.
Where are you at?
Goofy movie.
I'm gonna fact
Released
check you.
in theaters everywhere worldwide. Goofy movie. Disney Channel. Woo! Goofy movie. Fuck Kingdom Hearts. That's not the real Goofy.
2001.
The real Goofy is an emotional roller
The Goofy movie
coaster.
came out in 2001.
He's a dog, and he has a dog.
April 7th,
You can't
1995.
tell. Goofy shit.
1995.
The year was 1982. Goofy movie premiered
The
worldwide.
DVD release was on June 20th, 2000.
Woo! Goofy movie. Goofy movie. Fuck Kingdom Hearts.
All right. Anyhow, other major content that came out within the past 2 weeks was World of Warcraft recently entered the pre-patch for its Battle for Azeroth expansion. That's cool because they also made some substantial changes. Among them, no longer needing to purchase the game or any of the expansions up until Battle for Azeroth, which hasn't even come out yet, mind you. You only need to pay the $15 a month subscription, and you get access to all 6 expansions that have come out over the past 20-ish years, I want to say.
Damn.
It's 13.
13, thank you. So yeah, it's a pretty solid value, and you get like everything, access to everything.
I just started playing, and I was trying to determine like how long I should play before I sign up for the expansion, because I already have one player maxed out on the free play. Which this is the first game in a long time that I've been able to actually play by myself without friends, because it's actually a really quick-paced game. They keep the story moving, and there's always stuff to do. So like it actually kind of drew me in pretty quick.
That's
but like,
why it's survived this long.
yeah,
Did you ever hear about there was an actual plague in World of Warcraft?
Yes, it
Yes.
was this corrupted blood disease.
Yeah, a hacker, like, I don't remember the whole story, but basically it was killing off real character players.
It wasn't a hacker, it was a bug in the game where basically there's this raid boss in the tier of content, I think it was in like Cataclysm, where it gives you this disease that will spread to other players if you stay near them before it runs out of its time. And one of the players was able to make a portal and teleport to one of the capital cities in the game. And so they were
Patient
able
zero.
to get that disease out of the instance that the raid was in and into the like overworld, where people began to then start spreading the disease, where it's only a nuisance for high level players, it would instantly kill low level players. So they just drop these diseases, and like they're high level characters that like can heal themselves. They're like, I don't give a shit.
I'm just gonna say this disease, George, in game was such a big deal that even the CDC got involved, because they used it to study how the actual transmission of actual worldwide diseases would have gone.
Yeah.
That
It
shit
was
crazy.
awesome. Like they had to completely shut down the servers and like wipe
it.
everything to get the disease patched and like out of the game.
That's amazing. That is fucking glorious.
Yeah. So
I love when like massive online games like that have
Yeah.
interesting. What's that?
the economy in WoW is also studied by like I forget which institution it is, but they study the economy of World of Warcraft because it's the most similar to the real world economy. So they use that for a bunch of studies in like colleges and shit like that.
What's that one MMO? It's online, and it obviously it's outer space.
There is.
I think I know what you're talking. I think it's EVE Online.
Yeah, the one with the
Yeah,
spaceship.
they had a massive battle. This might be what we're talking about, where they
Yeah.
actually left the remnants because it was so amazingly massive on the
They
server.
had a huge, and it cost like an insane amount of like real dollars.
Yeah.
To-
Like, I think
yeah.
over $1 million.
It was pretty intense.
Yeah.
And they have like, I was reading this whole study about like they have like cliques and gangs and EVE Online, and there's been like so many instances where people will basically like, double agent their shit, and they go into like the opposing gang, and then like they end up like fucking them over, and then they'll go back to their real gang, and then fuck them over. So then it's just one dude left with all of the winnings. It's pretty intense. MMOs are crazy.
Yeah, it's really cool the amount of things you can do inside of MMOs.
Yeah.
One of the things I like them for.
Except for Star Wars. Fuck them.
Ooh,
Yeah,
Star
fuck
Wars:
Star
The Old
Wars.
Republic was fun, but they had
Fuck
this
them.
thing where it was very
I want a new KOTOR.
pay to get all of the abilities. Like
KOTOR.
KOTOR's all right. It was all right.
It was fun.
Oh,
I didn't
fuck
even play
KOTOR.
it.
You didn't even play it, and it was all right.
I watched my brother play it.
Put my fist up your ass.
It was a
You're
little.
gonna
Kinky.
like it.
It was all right.
It's great.
I don't really
The
care
story
too
is
much.
awesome.
I don't really care too much for like the Star Wars like video game just series.
It's the best video game. Best Star Wars game.
Is it bad that I don't really care about Star Wars at all?
Star Wars is pretty interesting. I like it.
I don't.
It's a space
So
opera
dope.
with magic Jedi.
I'm not gonna deny that. but-
It's space samurais.
Yeah,
And space
it's-
wizards and space ninjas.
Yeah. It's pretty cool.
What more could you want?
Space bards.
There are
There's
those.
bards.
Other bards?
Yeah.
Who's the bard?
And
The canteen.
Yeah.
Okay, true, true, true. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the big news I got in the gaming realm. There's like several smaller things, but like it's too much to just cover in like one segment.
No Man's Sky should drop the price on that shit.
I don't know. I'm thinking about giving it a try. I mean, you can find games cheaper than they're like.
As you
retail
showed
price.
me. Showed me them life hacks.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, we're not gonna talk about that one because
No,
don't wanna-
let's do it.
No.
Let's do it.
No,
No.
That's how you ruin
No.
nice things, you dingus.
Let's do it.
It's why we can't have nice things.
You know, remember the last time I listened to you on something
You know the last time
and
I
it
was.
ended horribly?
Yeah.
Oh my god!
This is
Can
why
you
we
just
don't
shut the
listen
fuck
to-
up and
Nah,
realize I was joking
His
with
dad
you,
looked at me
dick?
like a hooligan.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ!
What happened?
I said let's do it as a joke.
He said, "Let's tell the truth," and we were like, "That's a
Oh,
horrible
no, I just
idea."
want
My
you to
dad does
throw
not fuck
Phil under the
around.
bus.
What?
We
Yeah.
did.
Basically,
What?
Phil did something stupid and didn't have to face the
No,
consequences.
no. I had like a
Yeah, I did.
legitimate like alibi, and I was like, I think I should just tell
I
him
don't
this.
know what's going on.
He
Okay,
said. We should
Let's start at the beginning.
Okay.
Yeah. What the fuck?
Okay. So we were hanging out at my parents' place back when when we were younger and shit.
When he lived in the basement.
And
Oh yeah, didn't you like shoot a hole? No wait.
No.
No.
Someone was being a vape god. I don't remember if it was like
Yeah.
It was Phil. It was-
Okay.
Yeah.
And
Phil.
he was like, "Yeah, no, you can totally blow right into the fire." I'm like, "Hey guys, I don't think that's a good idea. We should not do this." And then George was like, "No, it's totally good. It's totally good."
No, exact opposite. I said don't fucking do it, you
Okay,
little retard.
You're right. Did it anyway.
Don't try to throw me under the bus more
Okay.
than you do.
No, that wasn't the part where you went wrong. I think Phil was the one who was like, "Yeah, it won't set off a fire alarm. It's not smoke. It's vapor. It's cool." Set off a fire alarm, and like I went upstairs to put in the pin so the fire department didn't come to my house. And my dad calls and like, "Caleb, what the fuck happened?" And I'm like,
you could have came up with so many.
"No,
Oh, he
I
had a really
my
good one.
mine was like, oh yeah, we were getting ready to go, and I was like spritzing on some cologne or some shit like that. That would have been completely
No.
believable. He would have been like, what
You
was
were
it?
going to say I accidentally burnt the toast in
No.
the toaster.
He was
It
gonna
was
do
either
that,
toast or like,
and then he
the-
changed his mind. He was gonna
No,
go.
no,
with the
you were
cologne.
like, we should. Just
No,
tell
then I
him
said
what
just
happened.
tell him the truth. It's not worth all this trouble.
It was like I put some toast in the toaster and like it set something off, or
No, you were gonna go
Switch
with
cologne.
cologne. That's why I
Or we
told you.
switched
To
Because he doesn't know how to cook, so.
but it was the fire the fire alarm that was
Yeah.
in my room, which is why I was just gonna spritz
Yeah.
I spritzed on some cologne.
Yeah.
It would have been believable. My dad would have been like, "Wow, you're not fucking impressing any girls, you fucking pussy." And it would have been cool. I've been like, "Oh, thanks, Dad. I'm gonna go cry now," but whatever. And he was like, "Go about your business." But no, instead, George is like, "You should just tell the truth because that's a great idea." And I'm like, "No, my dad, that's not a great idea." And he's like, "No, just do it." I'm like,
Caleb decided to listen to him.
okay, let's listen to George because maybe for once I should heed my friend's word and not, do everything Caleb's way because Caleb knows how his dad for the past like fucking I think it was 18 years at the time. Whatever. We do it and my dad is like, "Your friends are fucking retarded. Get out of my house."
Party foul.
Okay.
Caleb.
We're just going.
That's the one word we're not allowed to say.
Fucking
I already said it.
No.
friends.
Sure.
Sorry. Your colleagues are. I almost did it again. Sorry.
They're dumb.
Their friends are unintelligent people who make poor decisions. There's no correlation to their capabilities and anything along those regards.
We got it.
We're politically correct at Classically Urban Podcast, guys. We don't mean to offend anyone. Continuing.
don't.
My
No,
dad thought
we'll
that me and my
offend
friends were a
everyone.
bunch of idiots, and so I had to leave the house. Anyway, because we were going out, but my dad just said, go out in a faster rate than you were currently going out. And so yeah, it was great.
Good job, George.
Yeah. Thanks, George.
Yeah.
Thanks, George.
Fucking
Yeah.
A, George.
George.
Really?
It's exactly,
George?
Tell the truth. When has that gotten you anywhere?
Yeah, right?
A lot of places.
That's exactly what my dad would say. Fucking George.
Fucking George.
God damn it, George.
Hmm.
Hey, Dad. I see you fixed the picnic bench. What happened to it? George's fat ass broke it.
Fucking George.
Jesus Christ.
God damn it, George. Why you ruin everything? You broke my couch. You broke my picnic
Oh, don't
table.
even start with the fucking.
You broke Caleb by using his dad.
Yeah. Thanks, Dick.
Didn't you shoot a hole in the wall in Brandon's house or something?
I wouldn't be surprised if he
No.
did.
What was that story Mama was talking about?
I have no idea.
Oh, I do remember that something happened with some furniture at Brandon's house, and then he got really mad. But I think it was you that did it.
Furniture.
I don't
didn't
know,
do
like a
anything to
table
furniture.
or something like that.
Oh yeah, countertop.
That was
Oh,
Blaine.
that was Blaine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he put was it like a banana sticker on it or something?
Yeah. Brand new granite countertop. He just fucking sticks a sticker right to the top, and she comes down screaming at me and Brandon.
It was great.
You know, I found out there's this chemical we use at work to get stickers off stuff because sometimes when they ship furniture to us, they just slap a sticker right on the furniture. Like, why? And it says salvage.
Salvage.
Nobody wants to buy a chair that says salvage on it.
This
So-
is taken from a shipwreck.
All right, so we have this chemical. It's called naphtha.
Yeah.
Okay. Sounds kind of cool.
Naphtha.
Mm.
Naptha.
It's a massive carcinogen.
What's it stand for?
I don't know.
Non-acidic something
Pussy thunder.
assimilator?
I don't know. Anyway. Yeah, you spray it on. It's like looks like water. It acts like water, and you spray it on like stickers.
Turns out it's just
And
water.
if you leave it there, you let it sit for a while. You go to peel the sticker, and it just slides off.
That sounds amazing. I need some. Smuggle that from your job.
No,
Why?
no.
Why? That
No.
sounds super useful to have around. Like at least a bottle.
I just got a raise, man.
I can respect that. I don't want to get you to lose your job right after you got
Go
it.
buy some naphtha. I don't even know where you would buy that.
I don't either.
Probably found it on
Naphtha.com.
The
eBay.
chemical store?
Here, let's Google it.
I found out you can buy tannerite in certain stores. The explosive.
I've known that for years.
I did not know that.
A lot of things are explosive if you know the chemical
You
combinations.
know, it's purely an explosive.
Look at that. $10.99. Boom.
Where?
Is a oh shit. Naphtha is a flammable liquid hydrocarbon mixture. Okay.
It's
So
hydrocodone.
essentially, what you're doing is you're putting gasoline on the sticker to dissolve the.
More or less, yeah.
adhesive.
I guess so.
Gasolina.
It also gets like scuff marks off of furniture too. So if there's like a white tabletop that has like a black scuff, just spray some naphtha on it.
Cody, they also have a Purex brand Fells Naphtha for laundry and stain remover.
I bet it works like.
It's $1.59 at Lowe's.
I bet it works great. I'm gonna have to go get that
Purex.
because there's a stain on one of my shirts because my mother's dog shit on it.
I heard it's really useful if you get ligma.
Her dog has shit on my clothes twice, pissed on them twice, attacked my dog.
Have any of y'all tried using
I'm gonna put that dog in the oven.
Have any of you guys
I'm gonna
tried-
put that dog
No, what?
in the oven.
Why?
I didn't say I'd turn it on.
Just put him in there.
Just to keep her in the oven.
You see the dog, Cody? Nah, put the oven, put the casserole in the oven, ma. It'll turn up eventually.
I just preheated the oven. What are you talking about?
Oh, my first night there.
Had to go catch the dog because it ran away. Should have let it go.
Yeah.
Should have let it go.
Mm.
Fuck that dog. Yeah.
But
anyway.
yeah, on the whole like household cleaning solution, because I'm sure you found that naphtha thingy
Naphtha.
Naphtha.
in some like chemical section. Have you any of y'all ever tried ligma?
What's ligma?
Lick my balls.
I fucking hate you.
Yeah.
Have you heard about the Segundis?
Yes,
God.
I have.
Segundis.
Yeah, sucking these balls.
Oh, I remember when I got you with Bofa back in like high school.
Both
Both of these nuts.
That was my first interaction with you.
Oh, was it?
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Oh.
My coworker got me with Wendy's one time. He's
Oh
like,
my
hey,
God.
he's like, hey, bro, you like Wendy's? I was like, yeah. And he's like, Wendy's nuts in your mouth. I was like, damn. He's like, yeah, I told that one to my dad. He got mad at me.
Oh
I guess
my
his
God.
dad was really upset for ruining Wendy's. He was like, don't ruin Wendy's like that.
You know this is a Wendy's household.
He's like, man, come on, man. Yeah.
What is the other one? Hey, do you like...
Deanda.
The end of his dick.
No, it was something with jam.
Nunya.
No.
Oh, what's the difference between jam and jelly?
Oh, I can't jelly my dick in your ass.
Yeah.
I think I told you that one.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Okay, well,
George
I
used
think...
to teach me that no means yes one, but we can't say that.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, that was Animal House, actually. Really good
Was it?
movie. Yeah, it was...
No, I know there was a actual fraternity at Yale that used to scream that.
They were probably inspired by Animal House.
Oh, no,
which
no
was
doubt, but
basically
still.
a satire of, like, Greek life.
Like
super
fraternity
Greek
life?
Hear that, George? They
exaggeration.
call it Greek life.
Oh yeah, fucking Greeks. Yeah.
You hear that? It's called Greek life.
Yeah, yeah,
Did you know Caleb's Greek?
Yeah.
Lived that Greek life.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
He lived a Greek life.
Yeah.
It was up in there shooting up CISO and shit.
Fucking CISO.
CISA? CISO?
Sisa.
CISA. Yeah. It was up in there shooting up CISA.
Who's CISO?
It's a really fucked up drug that they do in Athens.
Oh, no.
Straight out exarchia.
What's it made from again?
I don't know, but I'm gonna guess piss.
Why?
Because shisha is slang for piss.
Really?
Yeah.
It's a psychoactive drug from Greece. The basic ingredients is methamphetamine, along with dangerous filler ingredients such as battery acid and engine oil.
Your people
It
put
sounds
that
like
inside your
crocodile.
body.
Huh?
It sounds like crocodile.
Some people put that inside their body. That's a fat ass squirrel, bro.
That squirrel is extra thick.
Extra thick!
Yeah.
Extra thick!
Cody, you know Greeks. We just do dumb shit.
Yeah.
All right, well, I think that's... Does
What time are
anybody
we
have
at?
anything substantial? I mean, we're just
No,
fucking
I think,
shooting shit.
I think we're pretty good.
Yeah.
So,
Short podcast this week. Low energy.
regular length podcast this week.
Yeah.
But that's going to wrap it up for the Classic Urban podcast. Find us Tuesdays at 8 p.m. on YouTube.
We have a schedule now.
I know, right? I finally worked it out. High fives all around, everybody. Oh, look, chocolate cupcake.
I didn't touch Caleb's hand yet. There we go.
I'm OG Philogy. Thank you for listening.
I'm
Your
in.
mother's favorite side whore.
My name's George.
I'm in Ring Grippo's resident streamer. Like and subscribe.
Get your dick wet.